Okay, now welcome to the second lesson here about, we are taking English in the upper intermediate. And yesterday we spoke about future perfect and future perfect continuous and also time expressions. We took also some reading exercises, and today I'm gonna give you some an idea about phrasal verbs. Okay, so we have a set of phrasal verbs here. Okay, and I want you to realize them first before matching them with from A to I. Okay, so now these are the expressions with take. I'm gonna read them. Take care of, take advantage of, take part in, take place, take your time, take into account. These are the expressions with take. Now, phrasal verbs with take. Take after, take off, and take up. Take up. Okay, now your job here is to match the numbers with letters. For example, now I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes to 3 minutes to do this, and then I'm gonna ask you. Go ahead. Okay, I think let's get started with this. And I'm gonna ask Miss Buthaina, to take care of. You are taking care of something. Okay. Now I want you to take a look about the phrases from A to I, and I want you to match the meaning of to take care of. Mhm. Can you hear me, Miss Buthaina? I think yes, Miss Buthaina. Hello. Hello. Anybody here? Can anybody hear me? Hello. Hello. I think there is a problem with the record. I think there's a problem with the connection with you, Ms. Buthaina. If you are still here, can you just say something? Okay, now, okay, if you can hear me, okay, I don't know if you want to participate or not. I just want to know if the for you, if you know the answers of the phrasal verbs. If you can hear me, okay. Now I'm gonna just do them for you, and let's do it. Take care of means to look after. So take care of, it means to look after something. You are taking care of it. For example, I'm taking care of my sister or my younger brother, for example. Now we move to number 2. Take advantage of. To take advantage of here, it means to look here. If you look here, it's to make use of an opportunity, to take a chance, to make use of it, to take advantage of something. So number 2 is with H. Okay, Miss, I think you are back. So I was doing them by myself, so let's do them again. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, now, as I told you, we need to match these phrasal verbs, okay? Okay, here, for example, look after, take care of, take care of. Which one is suitable for to take care of something?
Look after.
Look after, very good. Now, let's move to number 2. Take advantage of. Take advantage of, to take advantage of something.
Make use of an opportunity.
Exactly, to make use of an opportunity. So number 2 is with H. Now we move to number 3. To take part in.
Take, it's take part in.
To be in a movie or to be in something, to be in a play, for example. What does it mean? To take part in.
Maybe do something slowly.
No, I'm gonna help you here. To take part in means to participate in. To participate.
Yeah, take part, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So to join it, to join something. So number 3 is with C. Now, let's move to number 4. Take place. Take place. So take place here. What does it mean?
Take place.
Like, for example, the story takes place in the West. Here. I'm going to help you with this. Don't worry. So this is, because phrasal verbs are confusing. Now, take place is happen. Okay. So it happens in someone. Exact. Something happens. So take place. So number 4 is with D. Now let's move with the next one. Take your time. I think this one is easy. Take your time.
Take your time. Make your do something slowly, not in a hurry.
Very good. So to do something slowly and not in a hurry is to take your time. So number 5 is with F. Okay, now take into account. To take into account. What does it mean? Taking into account about something. For example, you are deciding something. You want to decide something. You take it.
Yes, I think about something. It's been you are making a decision.
Exactly. For example, and I'm gonna give you an example about to take something into your account or into account. So number 6 is with I. An example of it could be like, for example, like if you wanna live in the Asian side of Istanbul, you should take into your account that the rent is expensive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are thinking about this before making a decision, or when you are making a decision. So you are taking it into your consideration or into your account. Now, we move to number 7. And I hope here, take after. Take after.
Take after. It's being a new activity.
No, because take up is when you begin a new activity. So I'm gonna help you here. So number 9 with take up. So now let's move to the next one. Take after, to the previous one, sorry, take after. Now here, take after is actually, to be honest, is to be similar to somebody. So this is number 7. And finally, take off. Take off when for example, for planes and when they leave the ground, and also when you take off your clothes, when you remove them, for example, from your body. So this is for number exactly. Yeah. So these are very important, extremely important, and they're gonna help you with conversation, of course, and while reading. So Ms. Buthayna, do you have any questions regarding to this?
No.
Okay, very good. Now let's move to the next one. Here, after you, now we're gonna put the phrasal verbs we learned in these sentences. Now, take a look. I want you to take notes, or maybe to write them.
Okay.
All of them. So in this way, you will be able to fill in the blanks.
All of them from 1 to 9.
2 to 9, exactly, yes.
2 to 9. Okay, ready?
Okay, very good. Now we move to the sentences down. Okay, now take your time, Ms. Buthayna, and try to fill in the blanks. You have 8 sentences so far. Have you finished, Ms. Buthena?
Yes, I will try to start.
Okay, now for number 1, read it and try to figure out the right phrasal verb.
Okay. Who do you take care?
Be careful, because here it's not to take care of something.
Yeah.
Because take care of, there should be a noun, right? After it, take care of your mother, take care of your father. But because we have more, like we are talking about similar here. So which one means to be
After?
similar to, to take after?
Look after?
No,
Look
to take after. To take after. Do you remember? So it's to take after. So number 1 is to take after. Look, I'm gonna write it down. Take after. So for number 1, it's gonna be, who do you take after more? Your father or your mother? And the meaning is who you are, who from your mother or your father is similar to, who you are similar to. So that's maybe say I'm similar to my mother, or I'm similar to my father. So now we move now to number 2, and take your time.
Do you worry about your health? Do you take care of yourself?
Do you take care of yourself? So this one is to take care of yourself. To take care of, of yourself. Very good. Now, number 3.
Number 3, do you get up very quickly in the morning, or do you take your time?
Or do you take your time? So take your time. Okay. Now we move to number 4.
Have you ever not taken a good opportunity and regret it?
Do you remember the words, like the meanings, or to take advantage of something? Do you remember?
Yeah, to take advantage.
Exactly. So for number 4, to take advantage. Take advantage. It means to take an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
To take advantage of a good opportunity. Of a good opportunity. And regretted it. Now, number 5.
Have you ever taken administration? Have you ever taken I'm not sure for this one.
Do you remember we spoke about to participate? When you participate in something, you are taking part of it, right?
Oh yeah, it's take part in.
No, it's to take part of, because if you go up to the words, and be careful, if we go up to the words here, to take part in. To take part in, number 3, it means to participate in something. So it's gonna be, look, taken is in verb 3, so it will be the same. Have you ever not taken part in a demonstration? Sorry, it's here for number 5. Taken part in. It means to participate. Demonstration means, when you go against the government, for example, you want to say something, you are going to say, no, we need our rights. Now, exactly, protesting. Now, number 6. Sorry. I'm so sorry here. Demonstration, because to take part in is for number 6. But for number 5, here, maybe I mixed up. I got confused here. We have another one, but let's see which one is good for number 5. Now we understood the meaning of demonstration. But which one do you think is really good for it? I think it's to take part in. So both of them are acceptable. Can you realize this? Both of them are acceptable. So maybe because it's the only option, actually, that's why I got confused. Why 2 of them you can actually put taking part in. So number 5 and 6, they have the same meaning or the same use, to take part in. Now let's move to number 7.
Has any big sporting event ever taken in your nearest big city?
Here we are looking for the meaning of to be in something or happen. We are talking about a phrasal verb that is similar to happen.
Take place.
Exactly. So if we move to number 7, has any big sporting event ever taken place? It's gonna be place. So look here. Place in. Now finally, we move to number 8.
If you were thinking of buying a new computer or mobile phone, what factors would you like to take account?
To take into your sorry, if you look at
take into account.
You take into account. So to take into account. So here, to take into account. Okay. So are they clear now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, as you can see here, I'm going to read them again for you to be able to know them better. Who do you take after more? Or, take after more, your father or your mother? Now, do you worry about your health? Do you take care of yourself? Number 3, do you get up very quickly in the morning or do you take your time? Number 4, have you ever not taken advantage of a good opportunity and regretted it? Number 5, have you ever taken part in a demonstration? Number 6, have you ever taken part in a new sport or hobby recently? But for number 6, actually now I realized the meaning. It means to take up. Because as you can see, take up here means to begin a new activity, right?
Yeah. Then or start.
To start for a new sport. So that's it when we want to say for taking up in a new sport. So number 7, has any big sporting event ever taken place in your nearest big city? Now number 8, if you were thinking of buying a new computer or mobile phone, what factors, what reasons would you take into account? So now I'm going to ask you a question and I want your answer. I want you to answer number 8. So I'm going to ask you again. If you were thinking of buying a new computer or mobile phone, what factors would you take into account?
Yeah, I'm looking for the if it's smart or not, if it's how many gigabyte its can capacity. The capacity is the color or so, if it's the last version or not. That's
very good. Do you take care of the camera, the screen, the battery life? Do you care about this stuff when you are buying a new phone?
Yes, of course. And I ask someone who have an experience of that, because
exactly.
I don't have that much experience of this.
Very good.
Very
good.
I'm asking to her.
So yeah, you might ask for suggestions. For example, for me, I always, before I buy something, I go to YouTube to see some reviews. And especially, like, for example, the comments part, when you read the comments, it's very it's very helpful for me, because I need to see the people's experience, how the people, use the phone. Was it like a good one or a bad one? Now, thank you very much for this. Now, today also, before we finish, I have here some revision for all the vocabulary we took and also the grammar we took. By the way, I'm gonna just revise for you because mostly you are absent maybe for most of the lessons. We spoke about future perfect. we spoke about future perfect continuous and the use of conditionals, 0 and first conditionals also. So I'm gonna just ask you questions here to see if you still remembering some of the previous classes we've made. And let's go with number 1. Now, number 1, you have only 3 options. Now I need you to read the sentence very well and try to guess the right tense.
When we got the Terminal 2, the flight from London had already landed, had already been landed, already landed. Okay.
Which one do you think it's correct?
Okay, when we got a Terminal 2, the flight from London had already landed.
Very good. Can you realize the tense? What is the name of the tense here?
It's perfect.
Past perfect,
past
exactly. Past perfect, because look, when it's an indication of past simple, right? Past simple. So when we have past simple, that is got, verb 2. It's verb 2 from get, verb 1, and got is verb 2, right? And here, the flight from London had already landed. That means it's past of the past. It happened before our arrival, right?
Yeah.
Now, for number 2, I want you to be able to check here the right tense.
Okay. As soon as we arrived the airport, we had checked in. We were checking in, checked in. As soon as we arrived the airport, we checked in.
Exactly, because it didn't happen before. It happened at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Perfect. Today you are awake. Today you are awake because you've been okay. Very good. Now for number 3, also take your time.
We for about an hour when suddenly the plane began to lose height. Okay, had been flying, were flying, flew. Okay, we flew for about an hour. We had been flying, were flying. So yeah, when that mean continuous, we're checking in. So we're flying.
Very good. Do you understand? Because it did not happen before. You know, like it's a continuous movement. Something interrupted another action, right? But be careful here. Because we have 4. Now something changed, right? It's a duration of time. So both of them are acceptable.
Had been
flying and were flying. Both of them are acceptable actually. But mostly we use were flying. Why? Because of the interruption. Because the action was interrupted, right? Because of suddenly. Now we move to number 4. Also take your time with number 4.
It was a boring film that we left in the middle of it. It was so boring, such boring film. It was such film, boring film.
Wait a sec. As such, you can't do that because here we have a countable noun, right? Boring film.
So it will be so boring film.
But be careful. We are talking about a countable noun.
Okay.
Such a. Because you are absent for this lesson, when we are talking about a countable noun, we use such a. For example, it was such a bad day.
Yeah, well, that's
okay, very good. Okay, now also here the use, if you remember, the use of adverbs. Now I think number 5 is easy. Just take your time while doing it.
Okay. Niso's father speaks English fluently. Speaks fluent English. It's A. Speaks English fluently.
Very good. Speaks English fluently. So number 5 is with A. Now number 6.
I just need another 5 minutes. I finished nearly. I've nearly finished. Okay, it will be C. I've nearly finished. I just need another 5 minutes.
Very good. So I've nearly finished. Well done. Well done. Now for number 7. Take your time also.
Okay, the driver in the accident seriously was injured. Seriously injured. The driver in the accident. So was injured seriously?
No. Was seriously injured.
Yeah.
Because injured here, it's like an adjective. Injured. It's not a verb. Here we move to C. Okay. Be careful here. Now let's move to number 8. 8, 9, and 10. Take your time. And here we are talking about future perfect and future continuous. Maybe you were absent here, but don't worry because I'm going to help you with this. So take your time for number 8.
The car will soon have done 50,000 kilometers. Will soon be doing. Will soon have done.
Yes, very good, because the indication of time. But here we don't have by, or for example, when you have by, you have like an indication of time that by that date or by that time it will be finished, right? So we can't use future perfect here. We need to use future continuous. So the correct answer is will soon be doing.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's move to number 9.
We can watch TV as soon as you finished your homework. As soon as
it's something that will be completed in the future. That will be completed.
Yeah. Well, so you will finish.
No.
So it will be you finished.
Exactly. Now, finally, number 10.
If the tickets cost more than 10 euros, I don't go. I'm not going to go. I won't have gone. If the tickets cost more than 100 euros.
I think this one is easy.
Yeah, I'm not going to go.
Exactly. I'm not going to go. Exactly. Well done. So any questions regarding to this?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Now let's move here to for this we need to this is about future perfect or future perfect continuous. But because you are absent here, I'm gonna just try to do it by myself to be able to understand more about the use of future perfect and future continuous. Now we have the verb lie. Lie means you lie horizontally when you sleep. Okay, so we have the verb lie. Imagine like this time tomorrow.
Okay.
We will use future continuous, right? Like because okay. So how you will do it? We will what? Will be lying. Will be plus verb ing. Now this is a secret. Whenever you see Ms. Buthayna, by the time we use future perfect, which is will have plus verb 3. Okay, now we have the verb start, right? So it will be like this. The match starts at 7. By the time I get home, it will already have started. And we add ed to the verb. Now, We move to number 3. Also, here we gonna use either future perfect or future continuous. You mustn't use your mobile phone until the plane here. What do you have to use? Have landed. Future perfect. That means the action is completed or will be completed in the future.
Yeah, okay.
Now, number 4. Many people have problems sleeping if they coffee after midnight. So in this situation, we don't have to use future tense. We need to use the zero conditional, if you remember. So,
yeah.
So this is like general thing, like, right?
Yeah.
It's like present simple. So it will be the same. The verb drink. Like, look,
Okay.
many people have problems if they drink coffee after midday. It's like something common. Finally, we move to number 5. I want to spend a year traveling when I will have finished university. It's also will have a completed action in the future, or will be completed, will have finished. Okay?
Yeah. Or will have finished or finished. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So I think that's it for today. Do you have any questions, Ms. Buteyna?
No questions, Mr. Thank you.
Thank you very much for attending and for your patience, and good evening. Good night, sorry. Good night. Good night.
Thank you so much.
See you.
Have a nice evening. Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome. You're welcome.